And I'm going to let him introduce himself and tell you a little bit about where he's from and some, things that we need to know about Garrett. And so we welcome you. And
Good morning. Yeah, I'm Garrett Stallings, one of the medical unit leaders out here for the Middle Fort Complex. I'm a paramedic in my home job, paramedic from a firefighter. I've been doing it about 15 years or so come out here with a decent amount of experience, as well as all the other medical unit leaders that we have.
well, what is a line medic and what do you do?
So we have multiple different resources out here, one of which is, as you mentioned, the line medics. So that encompasses EMTs and paramedics out there, so two different levels of care that they can provide. Basically, those are the firefighters that are specially trained in medical procedures as well. So they have specialized equipment, specialized training, but they're still firefighters, so they're embedded with a lot of the hand crews and stuff and go out there just as such.
And what type of resources do you have, such as ambulances and other kinds of vehicles and things?
So out here on this complex, we have what's called a med mod, which is a UTV with a paramedic and an EMT, as well as a REMS team. The REMS team is a specialized resource that we have that has rope rescue capabilities for some of those high angle places that are harder to get to for normal ambulances. They can also extract the patient from there. We have ambulances, and like we talked about, the line medics. One thing that's specialized about this one is we have a paramedic embedded with one of the helicopters that's here for the incident. So we're very fortunate, and that's specifically for our firefighters.
And what types of challenges do you have?
So one of the biggest challenges that we face out there is the simple time it takes to get somebody that's injured or ill off the fire line. It takes a tremendous amount more resources, more effort than it does normally here in town. In town we just go to somebody's house, pick them up, and transport them to the hospital. Out there we have to get them off of the fire, get them to a safe place, get them to a main road, and then get them transferred out to an ambulance. And now we're talking about 3 hours plus to get them to a hospital.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I guess that's another reason why you don't send firefighters into a fire willy-nilly.
Yeah,
you got to be
absolutely.
able to get them out.
Yep.
And then, okay, well, you kind of said how it was different than an EMT around town. Is there anything else you can add to that?
Yeah, so these are a lot of these paramedics and EMTs do have day jobs on ambulances and different types of fire departments as such. So I mean, they have a lot of similarities in the fact that they're still getting the highest level of care that we can give. But it is quite different just because we don't have the same resources. I can't ask for another ambulance or an engine company like some fire departments do. It may be one paramedic and a couple firefighters treating an injured patient out in the middle of nowhere. It greatly differs from the regular day-to-day operations that our fire department and EMS run out here.
And then what types of different specialized equipment that you carry with you in the field?
I appreciate that question. That's a really good one. So we have a ton of different equipment that we carry that vastly differs from what's on the ambulance. The overall majority of it's the same. A lot of what we use is just lightweight, very compact stuff, very similar to what the military uses in some of their operations and search and rescue and such. So we have to carry the same type of equipment that the ambulance does, just in a lot smaller packaging and may not have as much of it.
I see. Well, very good. Monday, I guess they're planning on bringing you back for a talk about the worst case scenarios and how they get the injured firefighters out and to a hospital.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That'll be good.
Yeah, we'll run through that.
Yeah, and then we have Alyssa Archuleta here. She is going to give us a little fire update, what's going on. And she's going to step over to the microphone here and give us that update. Let's see, let me get that third microphone on. Try that.
Can everybody hear me?
Wait a minute. Let me try number 4. Try that one.
Can everybody hear me out there?
Yep.
Great. I hope everybody's having a great day, and I spoke with you guys yesterday. So today's fire update is we're at 58,351 acres, and we went up 1% of completion, so we're now at 29% completion. Personnel on the fire still sits around 841 people, and As far as operations go, everything's about the same as yesterday, that they're still working on those contingency lines and just trying to make use of this fair weather we've had and low fire activity to really kind of bolster those lines. They're doing a lot of brushing operations and putting in a lot more work around the roads. So it's kind of a business as usual, and the fire's not growing out there too much. So everything's doing pretty okay.
Well, that's good to hear. And I just want you to know we certainly appreciate all of your efforts in keeping everyone safe. And yeah, thank you for coming in and giving us those updates. And we'll look forward to doing more interviews in the next week. And as much as we like having you here, we can't wait for you to leave. No, we really appreciate your efforts, and it's so important to have you all here. And we thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.